Some people say if it was Tank Davis in the ring, it would have been a lot worse. What do you think?
Yeah, he showed fatigue in the first round, Jake, that Tank would have destroyed him, man. Yeah, he would have stopped him quicker.
I don't know who's more delusional, Tank Davis camp or Floyd Schofield camp. Because these guys get on here and say anything but the correct thing. Anything but the right thing. He gonna get on here and talk about how, he would have put on a better performance against Jake Paul. When we gonna see you put on a good performance against somebody in your weight class? That's the better question. When we going to see you get in there with somebody at your weight class? Abdullah Mason. You waited Shakur Stevenson out. You waited Keyshawn Davis out. When y'all going to fight somebody of note at your weight class? When you going to unify? When you going to move up? 30 years old plus and still haven't gotten a weight gain regimen. You ain't stretched to get a little bit taller, nothing. But somehow you was going to put a guy as big as Jake Paul out. Anthony Joshua ain't even flatline Jake Paul. But you was a guy who had trouble catching a guy like Lamont Roach, a guy that you cherry picked to come up from 130. Let's be honest. Why won't you get in there with Shakur Stevenson? Because he'll tax that ass. Why won't you get in there with Devin Haney? Because he'll tax that ass. Why won't you get in there with Keyshawn Davis? Because he'll stop that ass.